Good morning.
Good morning.
Scott, why don't we start off and tell us a little about yourself and what you're working on now.
Sure. I'm working on banking portfolio and corporate finance restructuring, distressed and opportunistic real estate, and renewable energy and clean technology development. My skill set includes strategic advisory, financial analysis, capital raising, capital budgeting and modeling, corporate restructuring, and new business development.
And that feeds off your background in investment banking, right?
Yes, I spent 15 years as an investment banker, both in New York and in Silicon Valley, in various industry segments. I started, built, and grew to profitability 2 different investment banking practices in the internet, e-commerce, and telecommunications sectors. Career to date, I've closed over 80 transactions totaling over $8 billion across myriad structures.
Very impressive.
And that includes IPOs, private placements, mergers and acquisitions, asset-based lending and structured debt, as well as bankruptcy workouts.
But then you moved into fund management, is that right?
Yes. Well, building off my success in capitalizing larger companies, I then shifted my focus toward growing smaller companies. And I was contacted to spearhead a startup private equity firm in Los Angeles, where I developed a strategic business plan and recruited and trained a very talented team of people to successfully execute that plan. Afterwards, I then moved back to New York, where I spent several years at a $2 billion institutional fund, where I was focused on structured debt and hybrid equity investments, as well as asset-based loans and lines of credit for real estate projects and companies in the consumer, healthcare, and technology sectors.
And that was when you began building your expertise in renewable energy?
Well, renewable energy has been a keen interest of mine for the past 4 or 5 years, and I think is an area that is going to represent the next paradigm shift in how we live on this planet. We're going to have to eliminate our need of petroleum and our dependency on petroleum-based products, and we're going to have to find some more readily obtainable sources of clean drinking water. I think clean technologies will represent the next major wave of capital deployment and infrastructure development the world over. And I want to be a part of helping America lead that development. But right now, I think we need to focus our attention on the more salient issues of the prevailing economy.
And Scott, how does your expertise address the needs of companies during today's turbulent economy?
Well, I think in 3 ways. Number one, building off my expertise in banking and corporate restructuring, I'm helping companies analyze their current financial situation, creating new avenues for improvements in cost-cutting, efficiencies, and new business development. Number 2, with my multiple industry background and leadership skills, I can retool current market strategies and energize and motivate operational teams to try and ignite new growth in revenue and profitability. And thirdly, I'm being asked to develop new strategies to try and capitalize on current trends in the commercial real estate market. Real estate is an asset that will always have intrinsic value. And I think this current market creates opportunities for investment funds as well as the various banks that are sorting out distressed portfolios. I can create solutions that make this so-called crisis seem a bit more trifle, and I'm passionate about doing it.
Well, those are certainly value-added skills I think that would help just about any company today. Talk to me a little bit about your accomplishments in let's say, leadership, team motivation, that kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. One of my favorite areas of helping companies is working with the team environment. It's the people and how people work together that really create the foundation of success for any organization.